would make it a little personal today. This is my own personal strength training practice. I've used it for the past 3 months while I haven't been able to train in jiu-jitsu to get really flexible, really stable, and really strong. I've seen these stability techniques work with all different body types. You listen to what you want, you take what you need, you leave what you don't want anymore. And let me know. I'm gonna be moving around my mat so you can see my body, but we're gonna start with our sun salutation, arms up overhead. And as you're here, part of the biggest part of finding the strength and stability in this, for me, has been in understanding the hip and back connection, tucking my tailbone just a little bit, not to hyperextend, but you feel the belly start to contract, start to pull in like you're doing a little sit-up. And then the bottom ribs slide back to line up on top of your pelvis. So this connection here is really strong, really stable. Bring the feet underneath the hips, maybe a little closer together. And then arms rise up, keeping this connection here. Inhale and forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins, flatten out your back. And by flatten out your back, that's about pulling the belly up and in, feeling the lower back extend, crown of the head reach forward. Be strong here. Forward fold, hands come down, step back. You're in your version of high plank. High plank, legs off the ground, heels press away from the body, hands press the ground away from you, or drop the knees, tops of the feet to the ground. Extend so you're feeling your belly work. Press the tops of the feet deeply into the floor. Lower halfway, upward facing dog. Toes under, downward facing dog. Get a big stretch here, pedal the knees, wiggle the hips, shoulders. I just do this first to warm myself up. We're going through the abbreviated version so you have an idea of the flow. And then we'll do a live streaming class later in the week. Knees bend, jump your way back to the top of the mat, forward fold. Arms come back up. Life isn't perfect. You don't need silence to do this. Back through the flow, arms up. I'm gonna pull the belly in, tuck that tail slightly, just a little bit to feel this connection. These bottom ribs pull over the top of my pelvis, arms reach up. Forward fold. And from here you step or you jump back into your version of plank. Lower halfway, chest pulls forward, chin up. Toes under, hips rise. The right foot will step forward and you'll come into Warrior One. In Warrior One, the weight of your body's pressing through the heels. I pull my right hip back, my left hip extends slightly forward. Inhale. And we go into bringing the ball of that back foot to the ground into a lunge position. Normally in class, we'll start with 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Bring the weight of your body into the heel of the right foot, left foot rises. Warrior 3. Flex the left foot. Keep the back of that left leg extended. With control, bring the left knee forward. Open the left knee to the side. Arms extend. Bring that leg back. Come down into chair pose. You can do this as fast as you want, but momentum to me is the strength killer. You can go through momentum, get your cardio, get your sweat on, but you're not necessarily always being efficient. Here in our chair pose, we're gonna take our time. Imagine you're squeezing a ball between your knees. I like to think that my hips are heavy, crown of my head is light. If the ribs are flaring, gently pull them back in. Make sure the belly's working. Bring the weight into the right heel. Left leg extends back into Warrior 3. And you don't need balance. I just fell over. I'm proving it right now. Woo! With control, bring that left leg down. Right leg presses into the ground. Feel the right heel press into the ground. Feel the left heel press into the ground, reaching up. Now we'll go into 4 lunges. 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Flex the foot. Knee comes through. Open and extend. Knee comes back. Chair pose. Feel the belly. So if it's a big arch in your back, work towards straightening the crown of the head, dropping the tail, belly pulls in. Back up onto that right foot. Left leg extends. Bring that left leg down. 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Leg comes through. Open and out. Leg back around. Chair. Inhale. Feel the belly work. Exhale. Back to 3. Warrior 3. Down into lunge. And so we go. Now, for speed and ease of tutorial, we're going to go through this. You go through your 5 lunges on each side, and then we switch it up. So now, back into downward facing dog. Hips rise. Left foot steps forward. That right foot plants behind. Warrior 1 on the other side. Up onto the ball of the right foot. 5 lunges. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Bring the weight of the body into the left heel. Pull that belly in. Use the belly to pull that right knee through. Open to the right, arms to the left. Bring that right leg over. Chair pose. So instead of flopping through the body, the tailbone drops, crown of the head rises, rib cage lines up over the hips. Right leg back. Flexing that right foot. With control, bring it down. 4 lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Warrior 3. Bring that leg through. Open to the right. Back into chair. And drop. Drop those tailbones. Pull the belly in. Crown of the head up. And extend back through that right leg. There you go. See? You can always start over. Extend. Bring that foot down. And you continue through your lunges till you get to 0. Once you're back to 0, hands come down. And you're in your downward facing dog. Roll the body forward, side plank. Come onto that left forearm. Roll onto the left leg. Maybe you're not here yet. Maybe you need more support. Maybe you want to switch it up. This left knee can be underneath your body completely. Support and press the body up. Pull the belly in. There's that variation. There's this variation. There's here. There's here. There's here. There's here. You're probably done with this side. Back to center. And then we switch. I'm going to go the opposite direction. You can just flip around on your mat. And reach. So I'm really framing through that bottom arm. I'm pushing my elbow and arm into the ground, trying to keep my head between the shoulders. Taking any variation that feels good here. Dropping that knee. Whatever you need to do, you're almost there. And then back to forearm plank. Drop the hips, lift the belly up like an elevator. Body comes into downward facing dog on your forearms. Hands come under, full downward facing dog. Breathe it out here. Inhale, press the heels of the hands into the ground, press the heels of the feet toward the ground. Next powerful flow, the right leg is going to step all the way up in as many steps as you need to in between your hands. You're in a split leg forward fold. Bend the knees, point the toes out in either direction. So as you roll up, your hips slide under. Press out through the feet or pull in, depending on what you like. Rising up, chest pulls over and stacks on the hips. Arms come up to the shoulders. And instead of letting the body fold forward, trying to keep that pelvis pointing down, rib cage stacking, crown of the head reaching. Inhale, and like you have a button behind each knee, you're gonna pulse the knees back. Not a hip thrust, but a press with the knees. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, left foot stays pointing out, right toes turn in. My body shifts to the left, arms come out into a T shape. I look down at my left knee, and I decide where it feels right. And where it feels right is not falling in, not falling out, pressing through that left heel. Kneecap is no further than the ankle. Looking over that left hand. Feeling strong, crown of the head reaching, tailbone slightly tucked, belly pulling in. Strong core. From here, forearm to the left thigh, sweep the right arm under, up and over, extend your side angle. Don't lose connection with your feet. Either you're pulling the feet in towards your body or you're pressing them away like you're ripping the mat. Feel the body through your heels. You can take it deeper, hold that beach ball. Left leg extends, not locking out. Bring the left arm, palm face out, anywhere inside this left leg. You can be up here. Make it a tipping teapot triangle. Or you can be down here, but find lightness. Use the belly, use your core. This top hand reaches, left hand sinks. Feel wide through the shoulders. Bend this left leg. Hold your beach ball. Extend your angle. Back into warrior two. To transition to the other side, this right foot turns out to the right. So once again, we're in this squat. Be strong, make that cactus shape, field goal arms. I need to bring my rib cage back over my hips, crown over my head, push the button. We go for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, left leg turns in, right foot faces towards the short end of your mat, and again, warrior two. Feel the weight of your body in your heels, tailbone reaching down toward the ground, belly pulling in to stack the ribs over the hips, crown of the head rises, look over the fingers. Right forearm to your right thigh, left arm sweeps under, up and over, extend your side angle. While you're here, see how much you're relying on this right arm. Have you relaxed? And can you pull the belly up, underneath, lighten the load? Maybe you lift both arms. Hold that beach ball. And then the right leg extends, not to lock it out. You're not on stilts. You want a tiny little bend here. Right arm faces forward, left arm reaches up. Look toward that left thumb and take it so you don't have pinching, you don't have any sharp pains, and you can feel the sides of your belly elevate and hold. Press the feet into the ground through your heels. Bend that right leg, come back into your side angle. Arms come up. Warrior two. Ooh, we skipped the beach ball on the way back, didn't we? You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. Add your beach ball. And warrior two. So we go through the flow again. Left foot turns out. We're on 8. Bring the hips under, rib cage on top, crown of the head rises. Press that button with the back of your knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot turns in, left foot out, warrior two. Press through the heels. Alternately, you can pull like you're pulling the mat underneath you. You'll feel a difference through the engagement. Make sure the left knee feels like it's in a nice, comfortable position. Not falling in or out, straighten in the line, the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Left forearm to left thigh, lighten that load and extend. Beach ball. Triangle. Any version, get low or get high, but use the core. I have pinching in my side and my hip right now, so I bring it up. That can alleviate some of this pinch for you. Plus using the belly muscles. Bend the knee, hold the ball. Extend your side angle. Watch this arm. Don't get too heavy. And back to warrior two. Right toes turn out. Squatting for 7. Push that button. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot turns in, right foot out. Warrior two. And as you get tired, you can drop the arms if you need to. Interlace them behind your back. Give a gentle pull. Stay strong through these legs. Pressing out or pulling in. For me, pressing out makes my lower back really loose because I'm pregnant and my SI joint is wonky. So if that doesn't feel good to press out, pull in. Use the belly. Extend your side angle. Hold your beach ball. Find your triangle. Look up towards that left thumb. Feel some space in the right side of your neck. Notice if the right arm can feel heavier, left arm can feel lighter, using the belly muscles to suspend you. Hold the beach ball, bend that front knee. Extend your side angle. Warrior two. And you're gonna do this till you get back to 0 buttons to push. And once you've gotten back to those 0 buttons, you're gonna come into a final goddess squat. Pulling the arms back. Feel some space between the shoulders. Avoid the urge to send the belly forward. Even while you're here, this tailbone drops. Rib cage pulls over the pelvis. Arms pull back. Maybe you can go down a little bit deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Roll those toes forward. Bring your hands to your hips. And just gently with your fingertips in your hip creases, thumbs on your lower back, tilt yourself like a drinking bird from a gas station. If you remember those, is that too old? Tilt those hips. Let the crown of the head reach forward. You're not looking up or down. I'm looking up at you now for demonstration. But your crown of the head is reaching forward while you hear my voice. Your tailbone is gently sliding back like it's on a conveyor belt. And your lower back may feel some space, some ease, some stretch. And when you can't go forward and back anymore, you've reached your edge, then let the body soften. Arms come down. And we're gonna take it in a little twist to work it out. The left hand comes to that right ankle, right hand comes to the lower back. You'll notice that everything might have shifted over that right leg. So you want to gently pull your hips so they're straight between the legs. That might have already increased the stretch on your inner right thigh. This may be where you stay or you lift that right arm and gently turn the head to look towards the right thumb. Not ripping the shoulders around, but dropping that left elbow to rotate through the whole collarbone. Bring it all back to center. And you can have your knees bent as much as you'd like here. Be comfortable. If things are sharp pain, stop, back off, take care of your body. Discomfort, we can get through that. Discomfort's okay. But if it makes breathing hard, back off until you can comfortably breathe. Take the right hand to the left ankle. Bring the left hand to the lower back and notice where your hips went. If they all shifted to the left, center them back in between your legs. Notice how that shifted your body. And then to continue this, the left arm rises and you gently turn towards that thumb. And for me, the way I like to do the twist, I drop my right elbow and notice how my shoulders rotate at the same time. And then bring the body back to center. Bend the knees, one vertebra at a time, head, chin to the chest. Roll your way back up. Shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Bring the arms back down to your sides, palms face forward. And then arms come up overhead gently. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Gentle pull. Switching side, right hand grabs the left wrist. Gentle pull. Back to center. Bring the feet together. And this is just the down and dirty, abbreviated version of what you can do with this. We're gonna run a live class with the whole thing, but I wanna give you the basics so you can start practicing. Go through the full counts with the Warrior One version, 5 lunges on each side, then it's 4, then it's 3, then it's 2, then it's 1. Switch sides. If you'd rather alternate, it's easier on your hips, knees, and ankles. You can adjust it for your body. The Warrior 2 version of the flow, you start with 10 buttons, 9 buttons, 8 buttons. Get down to 0 and hold the squat for 10. And then you can come up, do your little twist, and then find your cool down at the end. But I hope this helped you stretch out, sweat a little bit, get some strength. I promise it works. Would love to hear your feedback. Let me know how it works. Let me know how you've modified it. And give me your feedback. Have a great night. Namaste.